Chaim v'livrocha. The Rebbe told every year the same story. There's so many stories you hear from Gedolei Yisrael. The Rebbe Marash was a small boy. He was 4 or 5 years old, and he went to Zayde. The Rebbe Marashab, I'm sorry. He went to his grandfather, the Tzemach Tzedek, and he cried. He said, "Vayedei Elav Hashem, how come the Eibishter revealed himself to Avram Avinu and zu uns beweist er sich nicht? How come he only revealed himself to Avram Avinu and not to us?" And the Zayde, the Tzemach Tzedek said, as Ayid or Ayid HaTzadik is Machlet 99, as a Dav Zachmal sein, as a Wert that the Eibishter soll sich zusammen beweisen. Ayid HaTzadik, 99, decides he has to now make a major change. He said, "Do a bris milah," so he's Memela. He's zoiche. He's worth it. He has the schus.
You have to wait till 99.
So my question is, if the 4-year-old understood what is a being,
Huh?
you have to understand that.
Not you have to wait till 99. Verkehrt. Because the Bechlal, the Welt sagt, this is the word. The whole word is verkehrt. That you can't teach old dogs new tricks, whatever, you know. New languages. When I was 20 years old, I picked up a few words in Spanish. But now, whatever, it's not shaykh. Now you want I should change my whole thing in life. Start learning Torah, start up Avodas HaTfilah, start up whatever. This is the way I am.
There's this old guy once. He was davening. Someone said, "I think he's saying a word wrong." So I'm saying you led us to 75 years.
Exactly. So it depends. If you like the story, there's the Baal Shem Tov, that they say the story with the Baal Shem Tov, that the Yid came to the Baal Shem Tov, and he was the Baal Shem Tov doch said that it's kedai, the Yid should live in these small places, far from the big cities, because in the big cities there were no parnasa for the Yid, and there was no living conditions that was full of antisemitism. Let them live. Cities? Yeah, let them sit in the little places, and they rent the mill and the farming and the v'chulu, and they'll make a parnasa. But what was going to be with their learning Torah? Send the tzaddikim, the storim, to make sure that there's malam them and teach them v'chulu. Anyway, Baal Shem Tov used to travel a lot to places where there are yechidim, Yidden, and there was a Yid in Am Haaretz. And he said there's a big problem. He doesn't know. He has a siddur. He doesn't know which tefillah to say when. Big prayer. He was so upset. And the Baal Shem Tov sat with him, and the Baal Shem Tov showed him this is weekday davening, shachris. This is mincha. This is ma'ariv. They took notes and they wrote this is shachris. Another note mincha weekday.
Little stickies.
Ma'ariv, exactly, stickies before they invented the stickies. That's, by the way, how they invented the stickies. It was a guy. He was a piano teacher or something. So, and he always had to. He said, "Well, this is crazy with pieces of Scotch tape." So he said, "Maybe we can make a little." That's he invented this sticky notes. So the Baal Shem Tov helped him out, and the whole siddur. Okay, now the Yid was happy, and then the Baal Shem Tov went. The Baal Shem Tov came to a place, and there was a river. There's no way to get over the river. The Baal Shem Tov took out his handkerchief, he put it on the water, and just like when you go, he went
like the Baba Sali.
Exactly, and he went over to the other side. All of a sudden, he turns around, he sees the Yid behind him. He said, "What happened?" The Yid is crying. He said, "The siddur fell, and all the pieces went flying out, and now I don't know what to do." So the Baal Shem Tov said, "How did you get here?" He said, "I don't know, I saw exactly what you do. I did the same thing. I put my handkerchief and I went behind you." So the Baal Shem Tov said, "And how did you daven till now?" He said, "I didn't know what to do, so I davened from Aleph Beis until the last page of davening."
Every day.
Every day. The Baal Shem Tov said, "I think you should continue." If you could put the handkerchief and come behind me, you could continue. So Amol depends. Such a Yid with the one word could continue, but there are certain things that we know we have to change and not continue. Elamai, it's already. This is the word. that Tzemach Tzedek said that the Yid 99 realizes that I have to make a change, a major change. Lech lecha, my artzacha, my retzoinus, my ladtacha, the things that I'm used to, my routine, my beis avicha, the way I'm thinking, el oretz al ashereka, the Eibush Zerotzen. Yeah, a Yid has, that's the schus that a Yid has, that the Eibush should reveal himself to him. And there's no such thing as not doing anything. The Rebbe said, that's the lesson of the story, that we have to do something. Well, it's not something big, but you can't not do anything. Not a Yid has to be machir that he's doing something. That he's doing something. We find that sometimes there's a special Indian, like Chizkiyo Melech Yehuda, he said, Ani Yoshan al mitosi, va'ata oisa. Such b'tochen the Eibush, I'm going to sleep, and you, the Eibush, are going to take care of some chayrev. So the Rebbe said that that's only the Emunah Mitochem, that the Samcheda was there with 180 soldiers outside Yerushalayim, and the Chizkiyo Melech Yehuda said to Eibush, I'm going to sleep,
and you'll take care of it.
And you'll take care of it.
Does that work?
Huh? It worked. You see, it worked.
What do you mean? What happened?
The Eibush sent the Malach, and they heard that the Chazal say they heard the sheet of the Malachim, and there was a Magefa. They all died. When it came in the morning, they were all dead. So it was an unbelievable miracle.
So what we should do the same thing? Go to sleep and say
So the Rebbe says that's when the Samchedev is outside the city, not inside. Like the story that Yosef Zevin, Shlomo Yosef Zevin brings. It's a terrific book. He has a terrific book. He got a lot of slack for it. He wrote a book with stories. Stories he heard from Chabad Chassidim mostly, other Chassidim also, but mainly he heard from Chabad Chassidim. And he organized them on the Pashas. He got slack for that. Oh, such a Goen Otzam should write storybooks for Kinderlach, for women and children. The Rebbe wrote it.
Who gets them?
Big people, that's to say. He was unbelievable. He started Encyclopedia Talmud. This guy was a Goen Otzam.
Who is this?
His name was Rabbi Zevin, Shlomo Yosef Zevin. So the Rebbe was mechazikim. The Rebbe wrote him, don't worry, just keep on going. So he has a story there, beautiful story. He says that once there was the two chassidim that argued. It was about Chabad Chosid and another Chosid. This Chosid said he davens very fast. He would not have any machshava zoros. He davens very fast. He goes through the davening. So he said, I'll give you a moshul. He said, if you go into a town and the goyim starts throwing rocks in your wagon, what do? You just hit the horses. You go fast. So the Chabad Chosid said, yeah, that's very nice if the goyim are outside and throwing rocks. But what's if the goyim are already in your wagon? You can't go fast. You have to stop the wagon and throw them out and kick them out. But before the machshavas azoras on the outside, you can go fast. But once they're already inside, you have to take it easy and throw them out. So the kid said, Dr. Rebbe, that's the vort. The vort is that a Yid has to make a decision. Tapora the placha that I have to make a change. And yet, medem is mezoichet, the Eibush reveals himself to us. L'chaim. The story, it's not stam a story, that we should take the story, and we should live with the story. L'chaim.
Anigun.
Hey, Come
The other Achron again?
No, which one?
Oh, no, that we did it.
Yeah, that's
The other one.
No, the bar mitzvah. My
before the Maimer, no? For the Shoshit is the... when they chose this and they chose this.
No idea.
They're both from the Rabbi shop? Spot that kind of thing.
This is really that left from Lubavitch and he went to Rostov. And in Rostov he bought a house and the Russian people, when they came to his house, they destroyed his mikveh. They fill it up with cement, really, and cover it. And so many years later, when the Chabad bought the house again, they were looking for the mikveh. Finally, they find it. So they took the stone outside and put it like in the yard, and wrote down, KGB Haftzaloches. We find the mikveh, and the mikveh is working. As I was zeichet that when I was there, the mikveh was working, and I was stable in the water. Yeah. The original, yeah. It's Bo Gabe Bo. He's the one that did.
I think there was still water left.
Yeah, the water left.
Wow.
And you see the stone outside, they made like a
museum.
They put that. They took outside and.
Wow.
The Rav Ashkenazis from Chabad went there to make sure that what is it called, the Marziv, the way the
pipes, the way the water
everything
comes
is kosher and walking, not pipe in.
This was the original mikveh that was built by Gabi Boy.
From there you learn.
What do
he has? What does that mean?
Chaim.
Wow.
It's interesting. They're still doing. Not everybody does it.
Chaim.
In Florida, where my David Yosef live, so the Chabad shul is like in a corner, and the same corner has 3 shuls, and half a block away. There's
That
another-
big shul with
the big shul, and
There's
then
another shul close?
two shuls. This corner has 3 shuls, 1, 2, 3, and like a block away there's another shul. So there's the row from the shul is a chaplain in the police department in that this.
Oh.
So when Rabbi Marlo wants to build he was building a mikveh for women over there. So Rabbi Marlo says, "You're already doing it. Do bor gabebo." No, we don't have a budget for this. He said, "I'll pay the bor gabebo." He said, "No." So I'll pay you for the whole mikveh just because I wanted to value. He said, "No." So he says, "Aha, that means that you have something against Chabad. You are the one that's stopping our building for a couple years to give permit to be built." I don't know who he talked to, whoever from the White House. Somebody said that this chaplain from this police department should be fired. In Kachave, the day he fired, that day they get permission to
Build the building again.
So Bor Gabebo, you don't play with.
What's the boy and the bebo?
It's
It's a way of building a mikveh. It's very nice. Very
It's
good.
not normal. It's not regular.
No, it's very good. Very good.
Oh, it's good.
Right. You once had a shiur. Ever learn about it? No, very nice.
איפה המקווה? North Miami Beach.
תן לו את הכתובת, אתה רוצה לנסוע לשם.
Chaim l'chaim.
חיים רוח.
His patent, so let's look up patents. Some of his patent first.
The Rebbe Rashab had a brother, Reb Zalman Anna. They said that he was like, for 10 years, the Rebbe Rashab didn't want to be Rebbe. He wanted his older brother. The kid said,
fight back. Oh, because they had a fight when they were kids.
that was separate. That was all the stories. No, but well, the Poil, when they were older, the Rebbe Rashab said, I have an older brother, he should be Rebbe. And the older brother said, no, I don't want.
Yeah,
Kid
somebody
said,
in the chassid came into him to ask for a bracha. And
that was the story I told the other day, right?
Yes.
So they said that he was a godless hamoich. So they said a story to bring out that, like how he was. I said that there was once where he lived. There was in the town. There was a fire. And they woke him up. They said, "Sakonas nefashos to go." So he's there. He asked, "Where's the fire?" This is on the other side of the house. And they said they already saved everything. That just he has to get up. He said, "How long does it take for the fire to get from here to here?" He said, "About 10 minutes." So he said, "Fine, I'll sleep for another 8 minutes. Wake me up." Whenever I hear this story, I don't see the godless. I could sleep for another 25 minutes. But if it was a fire, you'd probably jump up right away and not sleep.
It's like I said, ויש כמובן בבוקר. He know he's going to slaughter his son tomorrow and he went to sleep.
Exactly.
You have the guts to think about it that way.
So the kid said, there's a beautiful word. The Rebbe brings that in Halacha there's a concept of efshel etzamtzem, efshel etzamtzem. The Halacha says like chacham, efshel etzamtzem. For example, if an animal gives birth to twins, and someone says that I saw both heads came out exactly the same time, so they're both a bechor. The chacham say one is a bechor, goes to the kohen, and one however they figure it out which one. Koch, which goes to the Kohen, whatever. One goes, we say it's impossible that they came mamish the same. In Bidei Odom, there is it's not, maybe, but Bidei Shamayim, everything that's made Bidei Shamayim, there's no duplicates. There's no such thing, an extra minute, there's an extra something. Two the same, there's no two the same. That your right hand and the left hand are not the same. Just the right hand, even the length of it, sometimes the right hand, the left hand, the foot is a drop. One is a drop longer than the other. They're not exactly the same. Ain't the same shavaz elazeh, ain't parts of fame shavaz elazeh. Why can't two people look exactly the same? The Gemara says because then you figure out what's a good combination. But another person will know how your train of thought will figure out exactly your combination and open it up. He'll know your pattern of thought. What's taka? The reason why ain't parts of fame ain't the same shavaz elazeh The Oimek Pshat is because Loi Bara HaKadosh Baruch Hu Davar Zech Levatola. Nothing is Levatola. So there's no such thing as a duplicate. There's no two of the same. A human being could run the machine, the copy machine, 25,000 the same. But B'dei Shemaim, there's no such thing. Every flake of snow is different than the other flake of snow. Everything is different because everything has its own tafkid. And if two things are mashlim, shnei chatzoy yitzura, so they're raya that they're two things half. The same thing in Avodas Hashem. Every minute is counted, and we had Hayom Yom recently. Someone came and asked me, "What's up, Pshat?" Hayom Sem says that a winter night and a summer day is a year. A winter dike nacht and a zomer dike tag is a year. Someone asked me, "What does it mean?" Let's see. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? When someone asks you, you have to think about what does it mean. I mean, obviously it means that, wow, you know what you could do in life? A summer day, which is long, and a winter night, which is very long. You put these two together. It's much a year. You can accomplish in that a year. And I was thinking, b'shas, I was saying it that the pshat l'chayr is like this. In a regular, if it's a night, that's the summer, right? We say taka. Why? Because until this certain time, you can't expect the yid to be moisef learning by night. The whole night is a kaimla, not even 8 hours. You have to sleep for 8 hours. Okay, most people don't get to sleep 8 hours. Halavai beinani. Halavai 6 hours. But after less than a certain amount of sleep, everyone knows you get sick afterwards. Every person is a different, different level. You sleep less than 5 hours or 3 days. You go there, you do this, you do the shtick of sleeping 4 hours, and then you get sick. So you have to. There's a certain amount, and also by day, there's certain things you have to do. So when it's a summer night. A Zummer Nacht, you got to sleep. It's a minimum of 7 hours, 6 hours, 5.5 hours. You have to say Krishma Shalamita v'ayid. You have to brush your teeth. So everything takes. So what can you already accomplish? But a Zummer dike Tag, and a Winter dike Nacht. So there's so many hours. Wie viel davon schon schlafen? After 120, we plenty time to sleep. And how much you brush your teeth already? So what's noch davon ton? What else is there to do? To read the news, waste your time. What's that? If you don't have to read the news, you have to make the news. So what is it to do? So taka, Zummer dike Tag, and Winter dike Nacht is a yarn, because you can do unbelievable. There's no two the same. No 2 days. Kol yom every day. Man kann ufton a Gewalt. So David shall helfen Taka, that was Luftan a Gewalt, and Taka, the koyach from the Rebbe Rasha, which is the Yom Tem Chetmimim, which is the union of Masudadik, a way of understanding Das Alakei Avichem, that every day in our life, Mazal Uftan, Shetaka be a Zumadike, it should be a Zumadike Tog, and a Winterdike Nacht, and now we're in a Winterdike Nacht, we're Farbrengen a Winterdike Nacht. So a Winterdike Nacht, in the summer, by the time you get to bed and this, the winter, you can say a good Krishma Shalamita, you can learn a little bit Chassidus extra by night. You can do a lot of stuff.
You start already early.
You can do a lot of stuff. You have to. It's very important to once Zman to go camping. I'll tell you why. It's very important. You have to go camping. You know why? You have to go camping. I'm telling you, it's very important. Why? Because you think we're sitting now as it's
going places.
The sun sets. There's garnish. Besides a little bit of stars, you see the moon. You have a flashlight.
I remember in Israel they have these spots like you see in the sun, like there's no light from the streets, there's nothing, and you see to look up in the sky and you see actually the stars, and it's nice, but it's dark, but you see, so you can still see from the stars.
You can basically do nothing, especially if you shut off your phone. You go camping, you shut off your phone, and it's choshech. It's a choshech.
And quiet.
So then you realize when the Eibishter gave us electricity is not to read Narashan Nachem from Chavez Vos, from Vos's Nice, or COL, or kind of
Or fake noise.
or all kind of fake news, and all kinds of the Rambam says Devurim from people Ashtusim. That the Eibishter gave us electricity by night. It should be a winter de Nacht. And man kann sich setzen, lernen ein Stückel Chassidus, machen ein Chassidus Farbrengen, and Taka put on a hat and jacket and a gartel, and to say Krishma Shalamita Kedaboi. It should be a Zuma de Nacht, a winter de Nacht. Because you live a life and you think you take it for granted, the electricity is there, and you don't have to go to sleep till 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Takaza, you don't have to go to sleep till 3 in the morning. I'm a Lenin Tepes, Matut Tepes, Mafabreng, Matut, not to waste time. Because every day the Eibishter created is a different thing. It's like Yechol Yom Aviyam Avi David. L'chaim l'chaim.